Thank you very much for your microphone. Do you get the essence of this word? This isn't like, dear Jesus, thank you for this day and our food. This is all out. Don't stop. I love that. Don't stop. This is everything. Jesus is saying, look, what I want you to do is, the harvest is huge and it's rotten on the vine. And there's not enough workers. So I want you to scream and to cry out and to beg and to plead and to yell, saying, God, send workers out into your field. We get more out of this word. Fun how we can take so much fun out of one word. I know y'all are freaking out. It's okay. This is an imperative. Do you remember studying like imperatives and different tenses of words? There's like interrogative and imperative. When you were in school, and I know you've tried to block it, most of you, really, really hard since then?
Who remembers seventh-day?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. See, when I was a kid, I came to understand the meaning of the imperative painfully. One of those moments, if you have kids, you may understand, you may relate, you may have even done this or had it done to you. My mom looked at me and said, hey Brian, would you empty the dishwasher? And somehow, I thought that this was an interrogative question. That this was her seeking information. And I said, no! She asked, I'll give her the answer. No! I quickly learned that what Mom had done was given me an imperative. The imperative is, do it! I missed this. In the subtlety of my mind, I had missed the nuances of language. The greatest thing about Greek is there's no nuance. Every verb, it's kind of like, Spanish, there's endings for everything. It's kind of the same way in Greek. It's an imperative statement. Go do it. But there's also multiple kinds of and I know some of you are really Greeking out on this. You're like, well, this is so fun. And you're like, whoa, I'm hanging on with a thread. Just stay with me. There's multiple kinds of imperative. There's the present imperative. This is when you're watching the World Series and a guy hits the ball and they field it on one hop. And a guy is heading for home with everything that he's got, and they throw the ball, and you're standing up yelling at your TV screen because it helps. And you're saying, run, run, run. What you're saying is not, thou hast not started running yet, and thou shouldst commence thy running. You're saying, you're running, keep going. All right? That's the present imperative. You're already doing it, keep going. If you're walking down the street, dog comes after you, I watch you, after I stop laughing, I'm saying, run, run, run. It means keep going. Right? That's one form of imperative. The Greek also has another, it's aorist form of imperative, which means start doing something that you're not doing right now. We have this all the time in our family. It's called this, go do your homework. The implication is you're not doing your homework now and you need to go start. Do we understand the difference here? Pretty simple. You have not started, now go start doing it. Jesus uses the aorist imperative here, which is, you're not begging God for this, so start doing it. Go start praying this prayer. Let me put this really simply to you, friends. This is not an optional thing that Jesus is giving them right here. He's saying, pray like this. Do it now. Start begging and pleading and crying out to God as if the life of your child was on the line, saying, God, please do whatever you got to do. Send workers out into your field. Why do you have to beg? Why do you have to plead like this? I have 4 children. 4 girls. Thank you for listening. All 4 of them have, in their own way, developed and perfected their own art of begging. They start this at birth, and it starts with crying, and it just gets more refined after that. Why do they beg? It's because they don't know that what they want is going to be fulfilled immediately. They're coming up against an obstacle. So their only effort, their only weapon is to beg more. You know what this is like? You get a bad grade and you think it's unfair and you go ask your teacher to let you take the test again or to fix a grade. You don't get some homework in, they've given you an F, they've gotten stern and said, no late paperwork. And you start begging going, if I go home with this grade, my parents are going to decapitate me and hang my head on a pike outside the house. So please, for the sake of my future, let me have another chance, for crying out loud. We're begging because there's an obstacle. We're begging because there's a spiritual obstacle, because Satan, for everything that he is worth, does not want us to be mobilized into the field. He trembles in fear. And what would happen if there were enough workers in the harvest?